What's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today we're doing a recap from, I'm going to do 2 cards combined, and then I'm going to do a separate video on the Showtime pay-per-view card. I'm going to do the DAZN card and also the Showtime preliminary card that took place prior to the Showtime pay-per-view card. So that's 3 fights to talk about here. And I'm going to start with the first fight, the Benn versus Heerden main event that was on DAZN. And man, Benn is just walking over people now. These former champs, these guys he's supposed to be testing himself against, he's passing the test with flying colors. He destroyed Heerden in only 2 rounds after knocking the fuck out of Chris Algieri in 4 rounds last year. So Benn is on a roll. He is ready to take his game to the next level. And I don't know if it's going to be Kell Brook or if somebody else is going to line themselves up, but Benn's ready to play at 147. So really looking forward to seeing what he does next. Dominating performance against solid veteran Heerden, and now he's ready to step his A game up and take on top 10 competition. We'll discuss his what's next week, but big time performance in the DAZN main event. But on the Showtime preliminary card, we had 2 fights. You had Brandon Lee, undefeated, exciting 140-pounder, on the rise, 24-0, 22 knockouts, took on Zachary Ochoa, and he went the distance for the 3rd time in his career. Brandon Lee did. He dominated the action, he outworked Ochoa, but couldn't put him away, walked away with a clean decision victory, and pushes forward, stays undefeated. Brandon Lee, not sure where he's standing yet. He really has to be tested against top 10 to top 15 competition before we can really see where he's at. But he's rolling through the guys that he's fighting. I'm not going to knock him for not getting a knockout win in this fight, but it is what it is. So looking forward to seeing him back in action. He's an exciting guy. He walked away with a win, stays undefeated. Congrats to him. But the main event of the Showtime prelim card, and this is a very significant fight. You had Elmontis Stanionis taking on Radza Butayev in a WBA regular title fight, a mandatory fight. Butayev, the undefeated champion coming off of the win over Jamal James, or he dominated James and stopped him in the 9th round of that fight, was taking on Stanionis, who undefeated, talented, but really we didn't know how good Stanionis was yet. And he proved to us how good he was. He went out there and outworked Radza Butayev in a fun and exciting fight. There's some rounds that, I didn't think it was as big of a blowout as the way they scored it. Now it wasn't necessarily a blowout. There was one judge had it 114-113 for Butayev, but they gave the other 2 judges had it 116-111 and 117-111 or 112. And, I didn't think it was as wide as that. But, be that as it may, it was a fun, exciting, entertaining fight. And Butayev's got nothing to hang his head about. It was a split decision. It should have been closer. But at the same time, it was a very good fight between 2 welterweights that are trying to make an impression. And I think they both made an impression. This is a very good fight. Stanionis had to work hard in it, and he walked away with a split decision and is now the WBA regular champion, and has essentially lined himself up to fight maybe Errol Spence Jr. next. I'm sure the WBA is going to grant an exception if Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford can get the undisputed title fight going for later in the year. But after that potential showdown late this year, there's a good chance that Stanionis is going to become the WBA champion, and I'm sure he's going to fight some people in the process. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to seeing Stanionis back in action. He looked good, but Radza Butayev, nothing to hang his head about. He fought his ass off and put up a good fight, and I'm sure he'll be back. He really worked hard, and he didn't lose by by much. It was a good, all-action-packed welterweight fight, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Butayev back in the ring. But congratulations to Conor Benn staying undefeated for knocking out Chris Van Heerden. Congratulations to Brandon Lee for staying undefeated for his decision win over Ochoa. And then congratulations to Stanionis for a hard-fought split decision win over Radzat Butayev. We'll discuss the what's next between Butayev, Stanionis, and Conor Benn next week. Brandon Lee is not a top 10 guy yet, but it was nice to see him back in action. So that's what I got. That's the recap from DAZN and the Showtime preliminary card on August 16th. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any support. And this is True Boxing. You've been here with the truth.